RusAme reader, Rosong, and today I will be reading to you from Rival Schools by Cake. Now, on to Chapter 6, Recovering. Russia sat in his bed, staring at the ceiling above. The cast was annoying and constantly in the way, basically ruining Russia's life. He had his sister bring homework so he wouldn't fail the semester, but oh, how boring it was. Romania, thankfully, constantly texted, despite being in school. Although it was usually about this redhead girl she saw at the football game in Grace Bay's stands. She also said she sat near the front row and was leading the chants for the school, which were all funny as hell. In fact, she constantly talks about the "at least I can be gay and play with multiple balls" chant that they purposefully used. It pissed off all of St. Victoria, apparently, adding on to the already pissed crowd when they heard that someone from Grace Bay accidentally broke his ankle. Now they don't think it's an accident. But Russia knows only because they went as far as to give him a blowjob and not fall asleep on him at first. In retrospect, Russia should have asked for his number. He was cute. Ruski? Russia looked over at the door to spot a little girl standing there, holding a cup with steam emitting from the top. He smiled at her, allowing her to come in. She did, slowly. She was trying not to spill whatever was in the cup, but still wanting to be fast. She set it down on the nightstand next to Russia's bed and crawled into his bed, moving herself in between his body and his arm. He wrapped that arm around her and smiled again, rubbing her back. "I'm going to be fine, Bella," he quietly said in a reassuring tone. "I'll be just fine." "You were gone for a long time," she muttered, her head buried into Russia's side. "Da, but it's okay. I'm back, and I got myself a boyfriend," he whispered to her, trying to pick her hopes up. It worked. "Mary?" "Not yet, fella. Papa still has to meet him, yes?" Russia chuckled, patting her head. "It takes a while to marry. Sorry, Bella." She began pouting, not satisfied with Russia's answer. She shoved her face into his side again, this time holding it there. Russia felt kind of bad he lied to his sister. But he would probably date America. Nope, he'd definitely date America. He'd sleep with him every night if he could. Soon, Russia realized Belarus had actually fallen asleep, so he gently moved her so he could sit up and grab the drink she had brought. It was tea, and it was still extremely hot, but Russia drank half the cup before setting it down and grabbing his phone. He then remembered finding America on social media, so he opened the app and found his profile again, deciding to message him. He figured America would be worried about how he was healing, but he still had to thank him. "Hey, it's Russia. Thanks for staying at the hospital with me, and getting me out of that school for a month." Russia sent the message and set his phone down, focusing on the sleeping child on him. He knew his father would come and get her in a bit. It's just a matter of when. For now, he just stared at the ceiling once again. Russia tried clearing his mind, as his anxiety of what America's response was skyrocketed. Russia tried to focus on something else, like school or sleep, but it wasn't working. "Russ, has your sister—" Yes, she has. "Would you like me to take her?" Russia looked over at his dad and nodded, a faint smile on his face. His father walked over and gently picked up the small girl, holding her close to his chest. He looked slightly concerned, but left the room. However, not shutting the door. He was probably going to talk to Russia now, or he would close it on his way out, back downstairs, because he was holding a sleeping child. Answer: He was going to talk to Russia. He walked back in, but shut the door this time, leaning against the wall. "What's on your mind, Russ?" "Would you be mad if I had sex?" Russia asked hesitantly. "You are a growing boy, Russia. It's natural for you to do that," his father responded, a smile present on his face. "No, I wouldn't be mad." "But I'm gay, so it wouldn't be a girl." "Russia, I know, you've told me. My stance still stands." "Okay, well, this senior from Grace Bay accidentally fell on me and took me to the hospital. And they said I had a broken ankle, and he stayed with me to give me company. But he was really nice, and I never asked his number. And he also gave me a blowjob. But I found his social media, and I messaged him. And I don't know what he'll say." The man stared at his son, holding in his laughter. He walked over and sat on his son's bed, patting his knee in a joking manner. "You panic too much. Take a breath. You'll be fine. If he gave you company, I'm sure he'll still give it to you. Get some rest, Russ." Russia leaned forward and hugged his dad. His father returned the hug, kissing the top of Russia's forehead as he held him. He muttered a few reassuring phrases in their native language. But other than that, it was a quiet, consoling time. His dad patted his back twice before pulling away from Russia and standing up. "Drink the tea and get some rest. Don't worry about his response. I'm certain it'll all be okay." He left the room, and Russia grabbed the cup and finished the tea, laying down as comfortably as his foot allowed him to. Then his phone buzzed. Quickly, Russia picked it up and read the notification. "Glad to know I wasn't the only one who was regretting forgetting to get your number. We should definitely do that again. Hang out or fuck. Either is cool with me. We should also definitely date, because my sister is pressuring me to ask you out." Thank God it was mutual. And that's the end of this chapter. I hope you enjoyed. Anyway, I'd like to invite you to join the Discord, which is linked down in the description below. That being said, I hope you have a nice rest of your day, night, or whatever it is for you. Just enjoy your time. And I will see you tomorrow.